So, did all of you guys make your list?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Jenny, your face.
Yep.
Okay. So as far as printing
Gotta
out
take
your
a picture.
I have my.
printing out your friends list, that's something that if you didn't do it for this, still try to do it. It's really nice to have. I didn't print mine out until a couple of months ago because I couldn't figure it out, if we're being honest. After Nashville boot camp, I was like, okay, I really need to figure this out. So I got it printed, and it has been really nice to have. And you can highlight all the different names and different colors and kind of come up with your own color coding system for it. Keep track of who you contacted, who's already joined your team, who is like a definitive no. And you guys that are on my team, you've heard me say before that the only definitive no's are somebody who's like dead, somebody who has told you the words, never contact me again, or someone who joined your team. Okay, those are the only ones that I would tell you not to following up with. If somebody says they don't have money, if somebody says they're not interested, if somebody says not right now, or any other excuse that we get all the time, that's not a definitive no, right? We're going to continue following up with them. And when I say follow up, you guys know I do not mean drive them insane, right? I don't mean bug them. I don't mean spam them. I mean follow up with them, build a relationship with them. Eventually, things change, right? I mean, I want you guys to look at the people on your team and all the people that you have now that you would have never expected to join. I don't mean your specific downline, but a lot of you know people in your sidelines that maybe you wouldn't have ever expected that to be the type of person to join. I have tons of people that have joined me and contacted me that I would have never sent a message to. Okay, so you never know when circumstances change, when somebody's going to get sick or have a spouse that gets sick, or gets fired, or something happens where suddenly they need extra income, right? Or maybe suddenly they need one of the products for something, right? You never know. You never know. So you have to continue following up with these people, and you have to continue building those relationships, because a no is not definitive unless they're dead, they joined your team, or they tell you never contact me again. Those words, never, okay? I want to tell you guys, I have never had any of those two things happen. I've had people join, but I have never had somebody just up and die, and I've never had somebody tell me never again, okay? You get a lot of excuses. A lot of people are going to give you excuses. They're too busy. They don't have the money. They don't have this. They don't have that. Christmas is coming. It's so-and-so's birthday. I have a wedding to go to. I'm traveling. I'm out of town. I can't do it right now. I'm just got laid off from work. But those are not definitive. So when you print out your friends list, I want you guys to come up with a system of highlighting in different colors or marking different things next to them, whatever that may be. And it could be that highlight your potentials in a certain color, and then maybe put a P or an L next to them, right? Or, I'm sorry, not a P, a D or an L for a distributor or loyal customer next to them. Maybe if there's someone who, gives you a certain type of excuse, it's really some cardinal excuses, right? You guys can give me some examples of ones that we hear all the time. I don't have the money. What's the other one? Don't all talk at once. Robin, I know you know some. What's another excuse we get all the time? You're still muted. It's not letting me unmute you.
Most of the time, that's what I get. It's like I've been, it's like I even follow up on Fridays, because I know they got paid, and they just, they're not familiar with the product. They don't believe in the product. They don't want to commit to 3 months.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Someone who says they don't want to be put on an auto ship program.
Yeah.
So that's one that I have a potential that she's told me she wanted to try the products. I mean, like endlessly. This girl's always commenting on my stuff, and she's always sending me messages and asking me questions about this product or that product or yada, yada, yada. She's wanting to lose weight. She has this problem or that problem. Always asking me, but she says she doesn't want to be on an auto ship. So then came the time when we had the $9.99 deal, and I actually offered to her for her to join for $10, and she wouldn't have to have an auto ship, but that she would be able to order those products that she's wanted all this time with the discount. And, she still had excuses. So, sometimes they're just going to feed you excuses no matter what. But a lot of times, if somebody says they don't have the money, a lot of times that's like a cover up. That's like they think you're going to leave them alone if they tell you they don't have money. Really, it could just be that you don't know enough about it. They just don't want to feel sold to. They don't want to feel like they're, nobody wants to feel sold to, right? Like nobody wants to be bothered and pestered about products all the time, right? Like I don't like it. I don't like it when my friends suddenly pop up in my inbox like, hey, buy this yada yada for me, whatever, and I'm in direct sales myself, and I hate that crap. I hate being added to 900 LuLaRoe groups. I hate being bombarded. The other day I had a Jamberry consultant add me to an event on Facebook for some kind of shop party thing, and she invited me to it, which is fine. Like that, it's not my favorite, but it's fine. But then she sent a group message to everybody she invited. And that group message was blowing up my phone. I didn't even know what the event was. I hadn't seen the event yet. And suddenly I had this like group message that was like, bing, bing, bing. And I was like, what in the world is going on with my phone? And I like looked down and I have this something spin shop. I don't even know who started the group. I don't know what the event is. I don't know anything. Like nobody likes that. Okay. Like people are going to give you excuses if you're annoying them. So make sure you don't do that. Make sure when we're following up, we're being sincere. Make sure that you are engaging on their Facebook. If they tell you they don't have money, one of my favorite things to do with somebody who tells me they don't have money is to go and comment on their pictures when they go like get their nails done or stuff like that. And I don't like call them out, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, girl, those are so cute. Where did you go? Da, 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 da. Whatever. I just like comment on those pictures because like I see you spending that money. You totally have the money to order this product, right? But I'm not going to say that to them, obviously. But a lot of times they just are giving you that as an excuse. Okay. How often do you walk past a homeless man on the corner and say, I'm sorry, I don't have the cash? Right? People tell you they don't have the money because they don't want to spend their money. It's not they don't have it, they don't want to spend it because they don't see the value in what you're offering. So that is your goal, is to show them the value of what you have, whether it's the business or the product. Okay. So on your Facebook friends list, that's how you're going to keep track of them. Did they tell you this excuse or that excuse? Okay. Like what? And I don't want you guys to keep like pages of notes. I want you to color code with highlighters. You can have pink is have money. Green is, maybe later, or maybe green could be like, I'm breastfeeding right now, but when I'm done, I might be interested. So you can mark them in green. Like green could be your contact later color. Okay. Maybe they're pregnant right now and they want to lose weight after they have the baby. So you highlight them in green, whatever that may be. So come up with a color-coded system for yourself to keep it nice and easy. And then you can highlight in a different color once you've sent them. And then also get yourself like a red pen or a red marker and delete people off of your Facebook that are dead weight. Okay? Because your algorithm is going to suffer if you're not getting rid of those people that are doing no good on your Facebook. You know who I'm talking about. These are those people that have been on your Facebook since high school. You have never talked to them. You have never engaged with them. Their posts may actually even kind of annoy you when you do see them, but for some reason they're still on your Facebook, right? These are people who are never going to order from you. They are never going to join your team, and they're just dead weight. Okay, you only have 5,000 spots on your Facebook friends list. In those 5,000 spots, right now you may look at your friends list and think, oh my gosh, I only have 300 friends. But those 5,000 spots, we need to be filling them up, right? with new people to see your adventure and to see the products. So you don't have space for those dead weight people. And people like that don't ever engage with you, it hurts your algorithm and less people see your Facebook posts because of it. As you're going through your Facebook friends list, you're going to see names. Guys, I saw names that I was like, who is that? I don't know who that is. I had to like go and search on Facebook and find this person. I was like, I don't even know who this person is. And then I'd go to them and I'm like, I don't even know this guy. Like, who is this? And I just deleted them because who are they? If I don't even know who they are, why are they on my Facebook friends list, right? Even the people that we're randomly adding, we should be building a relationship with. You should know who they are, right? I mean, you should know who they are because you should be building a relationship with them. And then the other thing is when you're looking through, are these people that you would want on your team? Are these people that you would want around your family? Or, you want decent people on your team, right? You want people that are good people. Don't want.
Yeah, who was it that said, like, you want somebody that you would trust with your kids? If you can't trust them with your kids, don't have them on there.
That was Nicole Scuderi. I think recently she did like a Zoom. I don't remember how to say her last name, but Scuderi. She's a presidential, and that's what she said. She said, be picky, guys. Be picky about who you want on your team. Don't just take anybody and everybody, because anybody and everybody, they're not going to take it seriously, right? If you see somebody that's like always out partying and drinking and at clubs and this and that, do you really want them on your team? Are they really going to do what they're supposed to do? No. Make them a product tester, right? Like, get them as a loyal customer. I like to have fun, but they're not.
I do that. I do that. I just don't post it.
I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like those college girls that are like nonstop every night, they're not at a point in their life yet that they have the self-discipline to be serious about something like this, right? So be picky about who you put on your team. It's a privilege to do something like this, right? It's a privilege to be trained by some of the best in the business. You guys know that Tanis is a top 25 earner. That's awesome. And so it's a privilege to be on somebody's team like that. So be picky about that. And, Renessa Brown, she's, I think, number 2 income earner. A long time ago, she did a video that really spoke volumes to me and saying that we need to look at what we have as a blessing and not a burden. If we're messaging people and we are walking on tiptoes because we're afraid we're going to offend them by asking them to buy something or joining our team because we feel like we're like annoying them, then we're looking at what we have as a burden. And if you go into it with that mindset, then that's how it's going to come across, right? You need to look at it like this is a blessing, and people would be blessed to have this in their life, whether it's a product or the opportunity. So you have to look at it that way. And that spoke volumes to me. It was right after I went Diamond, I think, that I heard that. And I was like, wow, that's so true, because it is kind of, network marketing sometimes does have a bad stigma with people. And we don't need to feed into that. We need to look at it as the blessing that it is and what it's done for us or what it's done for people that that it will do for you if you allow it to and you believe in it, right? So anyway, I'm totally getting off on these like tangents, but what I'm getting at is your Facebook friends list is an awesome tool. If you have not printed it yet, I encourage you to go to the library, whatever you got to do. It does take a couple of hours for Facebook to send it to you. So once you request it, you'll get it in an email. Once you have it in an email, then go to the library and print it out. But I really encourage you to print your friends list. It's a huge, massive, awesome tool. The other thing I asked you guys to do was to write out a list of 30 people who you have had the conversation with before about joining your team, but that they never actually took the dive, right? These are people who have entertained the idea of the conversation. They have considered it, but they have never actually dove in. So you want your list of those people, and we're going to send them all a certain message. And the other one was a 20-person chicken list. And if any of you guys, I know we have some newbies on, if any of you guys don't know what a chicken list is, a chicken list is the people that you're too afraid to ask. These are the people that you know would be awesome at this, but you're afraid to approach them. And sometimes your chicken list is your best friend, right? Sometimes your chicken list is somebody that you're very close to, that you're afraid of what they might say when you approach them with it. Okay. And a chicken list usually is distributors, but it can be loyal customers too. And if you chicken out too much to ask them to be a distributor, sometimes it's just as good to ask them to be a customer, because our customers turn into our best distributors. They fall in love with the products first. So if you don't already have those two lists, work on those for me now before we get started. And we're going to send a certain message to that entire list of 30 people that have entertained the conversation before, and then we're going to send a certain message to our chicken list. So do you guys have at least some people to start with?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for the list of 30, these are people that we have talked to before. I'm going to give you kind of a skeleton script. I don't want you guys all to be robots, okay, and send out the same thing. So I'm going to give you kind of just an idea, and I want you to come up with your own words. I was going to type out scripts, and then I was like, gosh, like I hate doing that because some people just legit copy and
Copy
paste.
and paste. Yeah.
And we sound like robots when we do this, guys. And I mean, I know what it's like to want a script. It's tempting for me even when I see a script, I'm like, oh, I like that. It's tempting for me even to copy and paste, you know, it's easier. But your friends know that's not you. They know that you don't sound like that, right? So I'm going to give you just kind of more ideas. So however you start your conversations, like for me, most often I'll say, hey, love. Okay, that's like something I say kind of across the board. It could be like, hey, girly, hey, hun, hey, whatever. If you use their name, you know, I'm not one to call people names. Like, I don't say, hey, Jenny, it's Michelle. Like this, I've never done that. But some people do. To me, that sounds very formal. Like, I would say that to somebody if I was trying to be salesy. That's what I would do. To me, my personality. You know what I mean? So everybody has a different way of doing it. If you have never in your life sent a message that started with hey love, don't do that. Okay? Whatever your beginning is, I don't care if it's hey biatch, whatever it may be, whatever is you, okay? Start it with that. And then I want you to say, I know we've talked before. About how awesome this blank would be for you. Opportunity, gig, job. I don't even know. This adventure, whatever it is that, again, fits your personality, fits what you talk to them about. Then you can say, I just wanted to check back in because I cannot get you off my mind. You can say, our commissions just posted for last month. And I can't stop thinking about how much this could help you with blank. Okay, now you know these people. You see their Facebook. What are they complaining about? Are they having a hard time paying for groceries? Are they wanting to go on a vacation? Are they wanting to get out of their job that they're stuck in? Are they about to have a baby and they need to, you know, extra money while they're on maternity leave? Whatever that may be, I cannot stop thinking about how much this could help you with blank. Okay, and that's not going to be a blanket statement for every distributor, right? For every person that you send a message to. The more personal you are, the more they feel that. And then the last sentence of this message I want you to send needs to say, are you open to chatting some more about it? Are you open to chatting some more about it? So I read somewhere something, I don't even remember, that using the words, are you open to, really helps get people to open up more because they don't want to be thought of as closed-minded, right? So use those words. Are you open to chatting some more about it? Did everybody get that? Good, because I didn't write it down. I just came up with that. So, okay, so those 30 people, I want you to send those to. And if you don't have 30, however many you have, okay, try to be as personal as possible and go ahead and send those out. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes, okay? You guys need more time? Or are you done with that?
I'm still messaging, but you can go ahead.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, so the other list was 20 people on a chicken list. This is tough for people, right? Chicken list. That's why they're on your chicken list. But what do we say all the time? That success is outside of our comfort zone, right? These are the people that you want on your team, but you want them to approach you, right? Like you're too scared to send them a message. You're like, oh, God, they're just going to give me such a hard time. But you never know, right? You never know. You'll hear a lot of top earners, guys, if you watch their videos or if you get to events, you're going to hear a lot of people tell you, my life on Facebook looked perfect. But in real life, we were struggling, right? Maybe on Facebook, I put on a good face and you would have never known that we were having financial issues, but really we were about to lose our house, right? You'll hear so many people tell that story, and then they'll say, and then somebody reached out to me and mentioned this opportunity, and they never knew that I needed the money, right? Because you don't know somebody's life. So in thinking of your chickens list, I don't want you guys to think about this person's an attorney. They don't need this, right? What if they hate being an attorney, right? What if they hate it? Maybe they make good money, but what if they absolutely hate getting up and going to work every day? Okay. What if they really want to be home with their baby? I don't want you to think this person's got it made. She's a stay-at-home mom, but she needs for nothing because her husband has this awesome job. But what if they're, like under mountains of debt? You don't know, right? You don't know anything about their life. So I want you guys to not think about that when you're thinking about your chickens list. Okay, you have no idea what somebody else's life entails, and it's not up to you to decide who gets offered the opportunity and who doesn't. Okay, it's not fair to you to keep that from people. So what you're going to send to your chickens list, first of all, you want them to know that they're on your chicken list, right? That's kind of a special thing. Obviously, they don't know what a chickens list is. So what I want you to do is just tell them, hey girl, hey chick, whatever it may be, right? Like we talked about earlier. This is totally random, and I'm really kind of nervous to send you this message. But I've been meaning to ask you if you've ever considered, now here's the thing, if you've been in for a while, you can say if you've ever considered joining my team. If you are newer, you can say if you've ever considered making money from home, okay? Because if you're newer, they may be like, no, I've never considered joining your team, right? I know that you would be amazing at this. I see your posts every day, and they always make me blank, laugh, smile, feel encouraged. They always brighten my day. Whatever it may be that person is, if it's somebody that's like hilarious. I have this girl on my Facebook friends list that I swear should be a stand-up comedian. She's freaking hilarious. Like everything she posts these statuses, and I like pee myself when I see her Facebook posts. I love her. Okay, like I love her. And she joined my team. She hasn't done anything with it yet, but she totally joined, and she was on my chickens list. So whatever it may be that their Facebook makes you feel, okay, it could be that you love the way she shares about her family. Maybe it's very vulnerable and real, and you love how real she is. Maybe you love how funny they are, or maybe whatever. Like I said, maybe they're super positive and they're always posting these encouraging things, and you can say that. Anyway, I see your Facebook all the time. Your Facebook posts all the time, and they always make me blank. I would absolutely love to chat with you about this opportunity or about our products, depending on the way you're going with that. Would you be open to more information? Nikki, to answer your question, I don't have one notebook. I wish I did. I'm so unorganized and I have 0 green in me. So I have like a bunch of little notebooks and I can never find what I'm looking for. So I'm really not the best one to answer this question for you. But a lot of people who are super green use Excel spreadsheets to keep track of them because you can like search. Or you can, like, Kelsey has had one notebook since the day she joined, and she's like filled in all the margins. And Robin, do you have like a compensation book or composition compensation?
I have about 4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have like literally, like I have, here's one and here's another one.
Yeah. I have
And here's one. So I mean, I really try. And then, it's like I write something down in one of these and I have all of them with me, but then I like flip through and I can't find where I wrote it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need a system.
I have gotten better now. Like, I got a planner and here it is.
Well, yeah, and then I have my planner besides. So
I was always really bad about not actually using my planner, like just having it. So then I started getting planner stickers, and they're so fun and pretty that it actually makes me like want to use it.
oh yeah.
So ever since I did that, I've really been using it. But I mean, this is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
because here's another notebook, and then here's my planner.
Yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with the sticker thing. My husband's like, "Do you really need a sticker for that?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes, I do." Like, sorry, I have like it's a problem. Whenever I decide I like something, I just go all in with it, right? So I have like 7 packs of planner stickers, and
then I have this.
I have like 3 of those. Yeah, it's a problem. So, yeah, I try to be organized. I have like really good intentions of trying, but yeah.
I know.
Anyway, just a notebook paper, a sticky note if you want to. I don't know, like just write it down. But the more you can stay organized, the better. I'm just not the best person to give you that information. Um, but yeah, you should see my filing system. Taxes are going to be fun this year. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I have a drawer, one of these little fabric drawers right here. Every receipt from this year is in it, and that's about as good as I've gotten. I mean, that's pretty good for me.
Yeah, I've got two like manila envelopes that I have like stuff with all my receipts.
Yeah. They're not even in order. Like they're just like thrown.
Yeah, that's it.
Whatever. I'm doing pretty good to even have. Anyway, so that's going to be our chickens list message. So take some time to send those out. And also, if you have gotten responses from the messages we sent out earlier and you would like help responding to them, or even if you know what you want to say, you can read it out loud to the group so everybody kind of gets an idea of the types of responses we get, and we can all work together on like how to respond to them, because it helps to hear what other people would say. Right? So if you got any responses and you want to share them, let me know. And in the meantime, be sending out messages to your chicken list. And don't be a chicken. All right, does anybody have any responses you want to go over? Or want to share?
Okay, I've got one. She just messaged back. She'd love to talk to me, but she just works so darn much and she travels all the time for her job too.
Okay, was this one about the potential distributor? Or is this one you've talked to before, or was this a chicken list?
Chicken list.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Oh.
And she's works for Merle Norman. She's a makeup artist. I think she'd be awesome. And I'm just trying to just to have her give me just give me a few minutes.
That's exactly what I would say. I would say,
you know, it wouldn't take longer if you can just give me 15 minutes of your time, you know,
yeah, I would say something
just give me a couple options.
Yeah, I would say something like, I'm at your beck and call. Girl, I'd love to talk to you. You let me know when you're available, and we can chat for as little as 10 to 15 minutes. Just, you know, I won't take much of your time, I promise, but I really think that this could be a great opportunity for you. You know, what time are you available? And then kind of leave it there. That way it's in her court, but you're still ending in a question. And but that's a great response from a chicken list. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Has anybody else gotten any responses from anybody yet? Y'all are all going to get responses right after we get off of this Zoom. It's going to happen. All right, so you guys, let's see, I'm trying to think of what I was going to say here. Make sure you print out your friends list, like we said, super, super important. If you take nothing else out of this, please do that. And if you need help with it, I put instructions in the email, but if you need help with it, let me know, because I didn't print mine out for a long time just because I couldn't figure it out. So if you need help, please let me know. Make sure you're sending these messages to your chicken list and these people. If you didn't finish on the Zoom, challenge yourself to do that. Okay. Start keeping a list of the people that you talk to that maybe the conversation hit a dead end, whether it's customers or distributors, so that you don't have to scroll back through your Facebook Messenger and find 30 people to message, right? Because these people that have these dead end conversations, these are who we message on Follow Up Friday. Okay. But it's easy to let the messages just pile up in your messenger and think that you'll remember to get back to them. You won't. Okay. I promise you, you won't. Somebody's going to fall through the cracks. And that somebody might be someone who really wants this opportunity and ends up voting someone else. And I say this from experience because it's happened to me. I've had people that I forgot I had talked to, and then suddenly they're being announced as a new distributor by another leader. So that sucks. You don't want to be that in those shoes, okay? It's no fun. And you also don't want to be in the shoes of someone who's on your chicken list that suddenly gets announced on another team. You know, because somebody else asked them. And that was something Pam Sauter said at one event I was at some point. She said, if you don't ask, somebody else is going to. Okay. You think about these people that you see all the time, that you never talk to about at work because you're too scared to. And it might be someone that you're just afraid to make it awkward. Somebody you see at church all the time, or maybe they're your across the street neighbor, or you know, you work in the cubicle next to them, but you never actually say anything. You just hope that they've seen your Facebook post and that they'll bring it up if they're interested. And then suddenly somebody else invites them to a one team, one mission, and they're on somebody else's team, okay? Because you were too chicken to ask, right? If you don't ask, somebody else is going to. Wearing your gear is not asking, okay? Posting on Facebook, not asking. Leaving a Blitz card on the table and walking away at a restaurant is not asking. You have to ask, because if you don't, somebody else is going to, okay? You may have been the first person to leave that Blitz card there, and you may be the first time somebody's ever heard of it, but the next time somebody brings it up to them and talks to them, they're going to join them because that person took the time to speak with them about it, right? So all of these, if you are one of those people that ninja blitzes, which I used to be, so I know, if you are leaving your Blitz card in a diaper changing station and hoping that maybe that person might call you, okay, it's not going to happen. Don't do that. Instead, walk up to the mom that's changing the baby on the changing table, put on your big girl panties, squeeze your kegels so you don't pee yourself, and just ask, okay? Because if you don't, somebody else is going to. And if you just leave that Blitz card there, it's going to get thrown away. They might use it to wipe the baby's butt. I don't know. You know, something is going to, they're not going to care, okay? They're going to see it and they're going to be like, cool, an advertisement, bye. Do you read the stuff that comes to your mailbox or that somebody sticks in your door? No, right? You take it and you throw it away. Sometimes you even like spit your gum out and fold it up and, you know, I mean, nobody reads that, okay? Your waitress will probably never see that Blitz card that you leave sitting on the table because the busboy is going to come around and they're going to wipe it all into the table, into the bucket, right? Instead, I want you to tell your waitress, you know, you've been so great tonight. You're so friendly. I got to tell you, you'd be awesome at this. Have you ever thought about it? Okay, ask. Ask. The worst that's going to happen is they're going to say no. Okay, three things are going to happen. They're going to say no, they're going to join as a distributor, or they're going to join as a customer. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? Those are the 3 things that are going to happen. And is being told no the worst thing ever? No, right? It gets you one step closer to the next yes. And like we said, no's are not definitive. So continue sending out these messages. Ask. You shouldn't have anybody on your chicken list. Next time we do this, I don't want you guys to have anyone on your chicken list because you guys are not scared. You're going to be fearless rap queens, okay? And you're going to get out there and you're going to go and you're going to ask all of these people that you're too scared to talk to. And eventually, it's not going to be scary anymore, right? Eventually, it's not going to be scary. Right now, it might be a little scary because you're unsure. If you're just getting started, you've got to go and just be ignorance on fire. Most of the top earners that promoted super, super quick, they'll tell you, I knew nothing. I didn't know anything. I just went out and was excited. And that's all you got to do. Pretend like you own the world. Go out there and act like you're Black Diamond, okay? And people will come. Confidence is contagious. Excitement is contagious. Nobody wants to know how much money you make if you walk with your head up, right? And you act like you got it all made. Nobody cares. But if you walk around and you're like, yeah, well, I'm trying. Yeah, maybe you might, you know, all right, cool. You know, you look like you want to be walked all over. No, you want to say, I'm on a top 25 team. I'm super excited. I would love for you to come to the top with me. I know where I'm going. Do you want to come with me? Right? You got to be confident and just ask. Okay? That's the moral of this. If you guys get responses that you need help with, feel free to screenshot them to me and send them my way, and I will help you. Although those of you that do know me, I'm totally not a night owl, and I'll probably be asleep for the next hour. Send them to me if you need a response right away and I'm not up. You know, you can always send them to any of your diamond and above uplines to help you out, or even post it on the Black Diamond training page, and somebody's going to help you. Okay, I promise. We're all in this together. We all want to help each other, and it's amazing to see the different ways that people talk to their customers, and sometimes it gives you ideas on what to say too. Okay. So, does anybody have any questions before we hop off of this?
I had one person off of my chicken list respond back. She said that she Was previously a distributor for It Works, but couldn't get into selling the products.
Okay, is that all she said?
That's all she said.
Okay. So for something like that, what I would do is this somebody I know by chance?
I don't think so.
Okay. Just curious. 'Cause sometimes it helps to know their personality. But what I would do with this person, are you close to them? Like, are you pretty good friends?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would ask very honestly, okay, and just say, how was your team with training? You know, did you have team pages? Were you told about the corporate training that's available to you? And, you know, just kind of find out how involved they were, how long they gave it. Statistics show that 80% of people quit within their first 90 days. See, like, how long were you a distributor? And what did you feel were your biggest roadblocks?
Excuse Fisher laughing in the background.
Okay.
What? In just a second.
So I
He
would just,
is so like overtired that it's ridiculous.
yeah, my kids get the same way when they're really tired. They're either like totally grumps and like just fit after fit after fit, or they get into those laughing fits. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would do is just kind of get into a conversation with her of like, why didn't it work for you, right? And that's the same thing you want to do with customers. If they say, oh, I tried a wrap once and it didn't work, you want to dig into why. Why didn't it work? Because the truth of the matter is it works. Whether it's the business or the products, they work, right? It's a matter of why didn't it work for you. So with the products, there's a million different things. If it's like wraps, you drink enough water. If it's a vitamin, maybe they have some sort of deficiency that didn't allow them to absorb it the same way. Or, you know what I mean? If it's this or that, there's always a reason, okay? If they didn't lose weight, maybe they have something holding them back from losing weight, that maybe they did a different product instead to help them with the weight loss. But there's always stuff to dig into. If somebody just tells you it didn't work for me, then you want to dig into, let's figure out why. And it's not a matter of talking them into it. It's like coming at it from a perspective of really wanting to help them, right? I really want to help figure out why it didn't work for you and go from there.
I just got a response too from that other one. And I just told her, I said, I'm available. You know, I said, are there a couple times? I said, I won't take much of your time, like 15 minutes. I said, are there a couple days or times this week that you'd be available? And she said, can we do next Friday from my hotel in New Jersey? I'll message when I'm there. So.
Okay. So what
I said, absolutely.
Is that on Facebook Messenger?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I want you to respond back with, okay, I'll shoot you a message next Friday, and then it'll pop up, you know, the Facebook reminders, you know what I'm talking about? Like on next Friday, it'll have it underlined and you can click on it and it will set up a reminder for both you and her. Have you done that before?
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I would just say, okay, great girl, I'm looking forward to it. I'll message you next Friday. And then click it and set it up as a reminder. It'll remind both of you.
Because it pops up start plan, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it already did. It already popped up for her.
And did you already set it, or did you already set it as a reminder?
Mm-mm.
So what you'll do is wherever it says next Friday and it's like underlined where it's like a link, click on that, and it'll even let you choose a time.
Yeah.
I do that a lot, and it really helps. I had somebody just the other day told me that he was going to join as a customer on, you know, next Wednesday or whatever, was his payday. And so I set up a reminder and I did that. I said, okay, awesome. I'll send you a message next Wednesday and follow up with you. And he was like, great. And then Wednesday came along and it sent the reminder, and I didn't even see my phone yet when the reminder went off. But he sent me a message and he was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Thank goodness for this reminder. And he signed up that day. So
Awesome.
they really do help.
Yeah.
Any other responses? Oh, Jenny, you asked a question in the chat, didn't you? Does Instagram have something like Messenger to go and look back on who we sent messages to? Like, don't know. I'm so Instagram stupid. I'm trying to be good at Instagram.
I know it's really
I'm
hard.
terrible.
Awful.
Yeah.
The only thing I know is if you go to your direct messages and just scroll back, will it let you go back? Like,
And that's on Instagram?
it's letting me go back 191 weeks. That's a lot of weeks.
Where did you even get that button from?
Oh, that's like, you see the light. Okay, so this cute baby. Can't even see it. It's like really aggravating me right now. So this top little, this is a little paper airplane up in the top corner.
Okay.
That's your direct messages.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, maybe
Yeah,
it
see, I
was
didn't
just,
even know that. I'm still trying to figure Instagram
that
out.
helped. It was just really bright. Okay, hold on. Yeah, and so that's your direct messages, so you can scroll through them.
Oh, shit. Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. You can just call me the Instagram guru. No big deal. No, but seriously, like I post these things and I'm like, hashtag, I have no idea what I'm doing, but here's another hashtag. This one looked cool. I don't know. Like the other day I Googled the most popular hashtags. So apparently you can do that. There's like the most popular hashtags of every day, just so you know. You can Google them. And I Googled the most popular hashtags, and one of them was hashtag Instagood. And I was like, what does that even mean? Like, I don't even, but I used it and I got so many likes. So hashtag Instagood.
Really?
Apparently where it's at. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, how many followers do you have?
Not enough.
How many followers? Yeah, I don't either. I mean,
I
I
am
have like
following
200.
I'm following more people than are following me, and I'm doing better. I built it up. I have 585 followers, and I'm following 738.
see, I'm like almost at 500 followers. I only follow like 300 and something, but
But
I
that's the
don't
thing.
like. I need to use hashtags more. I don't post that often on there. I just don't find it interesting. It's
Okay. So
I know.
I've been
I need to
watching a
get
lot of
more into
Instagram
it.
trainings, and I've heard from several people that with Instagram, the algorithm does better if you only post one time a day on Instagram.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
that's pretty easy to
which is
commit
good
to.
because I'm.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, just once a day is pretty easy to commit to, I think. So it's not like Facebook, as much where they only show them to the people who are on in that moment. They were actually saying that you get more engagement if you only post once a day. But because you're only posting once a day, that post has got to be like worth it, right? It's got to be like worth your
Yeah.
time because it's just that one. So you want it to be like a really good lifestyle post or whatever it may be. So, but yeah, so once a day for Instagram is what the cool people are saying is right. I don't know. I'm not cool enough for Instagram. Instagram was always like the hipster thing. You know what I mean? Like there's Facebook that like everybody used, and then there was Instagram that was like Sorry.
Well, and see, like, my daughter does Snapchat, and I only use Snapchat for the filters. I don't, I don't know. I feel like that's like a
Okay,
really young thing too.
my 3-year-old is obsessed with Snapchat. However, I can't, like I've tried. It's funny, but like some people work their business on
Well,
Snapchat.
how? I don't snap with anybody. That's the thing. I just use it for the filters. That's all I use it for.
Yeah.
So,
Or like your stories. I guess that's what people are doing, like the stories. But now we have stories on Instagram
yeah,
and Facebook. So, and a lot of people are
right.
scrolling the stories. And Instagram has a new feature now where you can do polls on your story. So you can like ask a question. You can post a picture and you can ask a question that's yes or no. And whenever they click on the yes or the no, it sends it to your direct inbox. So it starts up a conversation. And so a lot of people are using that to kind of up their engagement on Instagram. But I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Yeah, I
But
haven't
it's
done that either. I
possible.
saw that. I
When
saw
you
it
figure
though.
that
Yeah.
out, definitely let me know.
Okay. It may be weeks, just so you know. Probably going to forget that we talked about this. But, but yeah, so, but that's something that I've seen a lot lately. Set the business on Instagram. Okay, so there are like business Instagrams, I guess, and personal. I don't know, but yeah, just use the personal one. Just like Facebook, you wouldn't want to use a business page on Facebook. You would want to use your personal one. Same idea. And same with Pinterest. I have a couple of team members that build their business on Pinterest, and you would want to use your personal. Any of these accounts, you're using personal accounts.
Yeah.
Anybody else gotten any responses? No? Okay. Well, then I'm going to hop off of here. I'll post the recording for those people who
You're not done, I
are
think.
not on. I know a lot of people wanted the homework, but weren't able to get on at 8. So I'll post that. And then, yeah, if you guys get responses, screenshot them, send them to me. I'll help you out. If you did not send all of your messages out, finish that. I'm looking at all of them individually right now. But make sure you do that. It's good for you. It's good for your business. Print your Facebook friends list. And yeah, that's all I got. Anybody have any questions? Let's off.
Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome. It's late. I'm about to start laughing like Fisher over here at everything. If you guys, you're welcome. If you guys want to join me tomorrow night, I'm gonna do the 5 habits of a woman who doesn't quit Bible study group tomorrow night at 8. So if y'all want to join us for that, let me know. It'll be on a Zoom as well. And then
Are those recorded? Because I need to go back and watch those.
yes, they are recorded. The first one was just kind of a how the Bible study works last week. This is going to be the first one tomorrow night that's actually going to be a discussion about the week. And then there's live videos in Black Diamonds in Training of all of the daily activities. And you can just search hashtag 5 habits in Black Diamonds in Training and you'll see the videos that I've done each day.
Okay.
Monday through Friday, there's 5 days. And then basically you'll do those 5 days. And they're just short. I think each one was like 5 to 6 minutes. We'll go through and do those. And there's questions, like I'm reading it, and then there's like questions that they ask, just kind of think about, kind of jot down your responses. And then on Sunday nights, we'll kind of go over throughout the week, kind of what we've gained from this week's readings and whatnot. But it's a really good book. It's called 5 Habits of a Woman Who Doesn't Quit, and it's by like Nikki Koziarz, I think, something like that. And you're not in Black Diamonds in Training? Yeah, I need to add you to that. And yes, you absolutely can join. But yeah, 5 Habits of a Woman Who Doesn't Quit, and it's a study of the book of Ruth. And it's by Nikki Koziarz. And there's a book, like a novel, and a Bible study book that you can get if you want it. But I'm reading it all, just kind of if you want it to follow along.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna hop off of here. Let me know if you guys have questions. Thanks for hopping on with me,
Thank
and
you.
hanging out with me on
Thank you,
Saturday
Michelle.
night.
All right.
Oh.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Night.